Hallelujah. Hi, LOCsters. How's it going? This is mzjanis, and I just wanted to show you a LOCsters design that, I showed before, but I don't believe I showed it in LOCsters Embassy yet. So here you go. I'm going to try my best to figure out how to do it holding the camera. And I should have turned it the other way, but I turned the camera and it just came on live and I didn't stop. Oh, there it is right here. Hold on. Let me see. There you go. This right here is a LOCsters design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this band right here in it. And what I did is I took the band out because I wanted to make it longer. It was probably right about here. And I put the band in, and I just wanted to show you. I showed you, like I said, in a prior one, but I don't believe I did it in LOCsters Embassy. So, and these are called bigs. It's a big hunk of material that's shaped into a hat, and then you put the band on it. And then as your hair grows, you come back to mzjanis, and I'll take this out and just make it longer. And I think I round about here. I think I did maybe 10 more rows. And these are called rows, so I usually count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, and so I have some more. I don't have my stand, so you all gonna have to bear with me, okay? This is my bag that I carry all my goodies in. Okay, this one right here is a big, and it's kind of short because the person wants to put their hair in it. I know they have a lot of hair. Their head is not this big. Sorry. The head is not this big. But when you put your head in it, it's your hair that holds it. This is the back or the side. And your hair holds it in place. Okay? Here's a band. There's a band in here. See? Can't stretch it a lot, but and you cannot see the band, but I wanted to show you one with the band, with the band in it. And this is the unfinished product, just in case it's still not long enough. And I have to take it out again and add some more material. I believe it's long enough, but and it's fitted to your head. This one is fitted to my head, and it's 123 stitches around. Excuse me, 126 stitches around. This is more, of course, because they have long hair, and they. Let me see if I can do it. Let's see. Oh, man. I should have bought my camera stand. Well, anyway. Let me hold it. Let me make sure I don't put my hand over the camera itself. So and these fit any size head. Hold on. No. Oh, I can turn it back around. Sorry, you guys. Okay, these fit any size head. You just have to have a lot of hair. And if you see the back, you put your hair in here, and your hair is what holds it on your head. So this one is more like a hood. Like I said, you put all your hair in here. So your hair is kind of heavy. There you go. And the bands there are two types of bands. Where's the camera? There are two types of bands. One of the bands is a crocheted band, where I stitch it in like I did this, the stretchy band, and then you tie it on, you pull it and tie it, and then you just fix your hair, excuse me, you fix the edge to fit your hair. I'm gonna show you get the idea. That's one. And like I said, they're all unique. This is more of a 3D pattern. Let me see how I turn it around again. Hey, I got one of my lock socks on, messing it up, but you know. Okay. This is more like a 3D pattern. And you can see the black inside. So you can tell what colors I'm going to use by the bag that I'm working from. Like this one, the colors are going to be red, black, and yellow. So what's coming next is going to be another trim of black around. There you go. Another trim of black around. This is really all the way around. It's just that I hit it. It's hidden when I get to a certain part. Like I like this design. And then what you do is you make it bigger than the person's head so that you can put a band around it. And this is really for someone that has like short locks, like mine. I mean, it's not for me really. This one definitely is for me. And the reason it's for me is because of the material that it is. This is like cotton or string material. And I wanted a white one. This one. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't bring it. This is the rest of it. This goes all together here. Normally I'm in the sanctuary. That's one of the reasons why I love my job. I love to pray, and I get to pray and make hats. Read my Bible, make hats, come up with all kinds of designs and ideas. So this kit right here goes together. See, there's the black, the red, and the yellow. So that usually looks like that. It's all separated. And the reason I have this here is because I wanted to show you how it became, how Biggs really came about. My hair grows like yours and everyone else's. The difference is I asked Father, what can I make or what can he help me to create so that as the hair grows, I can do more. And so the hats, they start off like this. This basically this size right here. Okay? And then I started crocheting. I don't know which hat it was. I think it was this one. I started crocheting this one right here for myself. You know, because you have to wear your product. You don't have to, but I encourage you to wear your product, to wear what you have that you're working with, etc. Okay, so I made this one because I needed a white hat for in the winter for White Sunday, and I like wearing my hair covered, so I made me a white hat. And then as I'm making this white hat, I see hands putting a band around the hat. And of course, at first I didn't know how to do it. So if you look at the other video, and no, I'm not going to put it in the corner or anything like that because I'm trying to do them live. So when they come up, let me see if they have the feature. I see a talking feature. Oh, I see a feature that says crush, pop, blush. So it's talking about the different colors of the video itself. I see a share, enable flash, and a mute microphone. So they don't have that feature yet. The feature where I don't even know how to get it back down. Oops. Oh yes, I do. Cancel. Let's see. Oh, you just tap it again. Okay, you remember this is new. So what I did was I saw my hands putting a band in. I don't know if it's this band, but this is what I went home and got, and I put it in, and then I said, let me do it longer so that I can practice making them longer for when my hair grows longer. And so I just started here. And what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to put a band in, but I wasn't sure how to, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it together, and I'm going to show you why. Because I was trying to switch the colors, and I didn't like that look right here, this one right here. So I practiced on another hat. So I started out with the yellow and black, right? And then I had some red, but look at how the stitches are coming together. Much better. And that's why I'm telling you, take your time. Don't get frustrated. Don't get, So what I decided to do is I decided to fix this one for my nephew. And he'd wear it probably like this. 'Cause it's like my nephew, he likes to wear my product as advertisement. And what I was trying to do is give you different ways to wear it. Like you can wear it like this, or you can turn around and wear it like that. And so I was trying to change up the colors, and it wasn't doing too well because I showed you already. And then I said, let me try it again. And my mom said, don't, like she patted my little hand, don't worry, you'll get it. So it's always to have somebody there that encourage you. And now when I show it to her, she's, oh, see, look at that. So I'm going to put the next row, which is going to be black. I'm going to put black and yellow because I don't have black and yellow yet. So I'm going to keep on making it. And when you make these, I know that the stitch that's big enough is 100 and, how much did I say? 126. 126. I better write it down. I know, and if it's bigger, it doesn't matter because see how it's getting smaller? And I did the same way. I did it the same exact way. You still have the two strings of the colors you want to switch up on. And then if you look close, you can see how I switch them. Like when I get right here, I do normal, and then I'll switch it with the red. Then when I get right here, I do normal, then I'll switch it with the yellow. And I still have yellow. And I still, where's the other? Oh, here it is. You can see. So what I do is I have different hats being made at the same time, just in case I can figure it out. Like as I'm doing something, I'll figure it out as I'm doing it. Father, how do I do this? How do I make this better? And then as I'm making it, I'll start over and make it better. And that was the same thing that happened with the band. I showed it in another video, so I'm not going to do it again. But I literally put the band in, and you can still see it. Whereas here, you cannot see the band. And you can tell it's in there because it's scrunched. And these are the reasons why you would bring the hats back to Miss Janice. What she does is, if you want it longer, see, you're going to do your best to ask for return customers. So what you do is you make a regular big, you put the band in. You just literally make it. You make the hat. You make it, and then you put the band in. But when someone comes and say, This is the band I want in my hat. And then you take the band that you put in out and redo it again. Or I would like mine a little bit longer. So that's basically what happened. And I wanted it a little bit longer too. But I made this one first, a little bit longer. And this is the little bit longer part right here. See, because you can tell because of this pattern right here. This is going to get better, but until it does, it will be considered the back of the hat. See, because all around here, until you get to here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm constantly instructing, tutoring as to how to start a business with what you already do. And how you continually become better at it is by asking Father to help you to do better. And I told you all about how when I first started making hats, I would tie the strings together and then switch and do another color. And I didn't know how to hide the stitch. I like that pattern right there. And you can tell where I didn't start it here, but wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, it's this one. See how I was telling you that this gets better? Everything that you think is not right. Now some are probably, what? No, it looks okay. It looks like a Y, and they can make up stuff. Well, everything that's not right to you, this is it becoming right here. It becomes a pattern. I hope you understand what I'm saying. It becomes neater. This right here is the extra. You use your crocheting hook and pull it through. Well, it's not a crochet hook, but y'all know I only have one hand to work with, so. But that's how that becomes hidden. That's the end of the red. And so I had to put some more red in here. And look, this one had a knot in the color before I even did it. It's like came from the store like this. See, because you can tell it did because I know how to hide the thread. See, there's black in there. There's a black stitch in there. Black is in here too, but I have to hide it better later. But it's black in the red. So I know how to switch colors. And I was like, oh, there's a string that's tied together. I was like, I stopped tying strings together in like 2011 when I started making hats. But isn't that amazing? When I look at the hats now, and I'll be like, wow, Father, that was in me too. And my thing is, I have to continually do a lot of each thing because at the same time, because when I go to a next thing, for example, I made I crocheted what are they called? You put them on your feet, slippers. I crocheted slippers, and to this day now I don't remember how to make a slipper. I would have to go back and do it again, and but right now, like I said, I'm making bigs. This would be considered a little big. And this is the purpose of the bigs. The purpose is to cover your whole head, your hairs in this, and it becomes smaller. I'm going to do a video with the finished product, but I just wanted to show you what I mean and why they're called bigs. Is because they cannot get smaller. Like this one right here will probably be for a 5-year-old. I mean, I would wear it too myself, but but this would be considered a kid's one. I have to count how many around makes a kid's one. But like I said, there are people out there that are willing to take you up on what you say. If the band ever comes out, the band ever stretches, if you ever want a looser band, if you ever want like a different top to your hat, like a different material, a softer material, if you ever want, you just continually let them know what you do. This is the last hat that I started. I started this hat from here and went up, and this is how I started to close it. No, hold up. I don't think this, wait, this one might be it. I think this is the last hat that I started from the bottom up. You know, right now I'm not sure. I'm sorry. This is a cute one. I think I might get this one to my nephew. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, I'm not sure which one I started from the around the edge up, because there was a last one. I just don't know which one it is. It might be I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know, because now that I've gotten to the point where I can start a hat here or start a hat here, I don't really know. I have some more at the house, but these are the ones that I'm working on now. And these are the ones that I took to the barber shop and asked the young man, if he had time to talk to me. So I was going to show him what I do and how I make hats, etc. But he had a client. And now that he had a client, I'm glad that he did, because my goal now, since I started reading about how to make what you do, your business, a traveling business, you can do it wherever you go. You just have to take certain tests and get certain licenses. And I said, after I get licensed, one of the first things I'm going to do is see if I can teach. I'm just showing you my hats and talking at the same time, turning the film back around. Sorry, you guys. I told y'all I'm sitting at church, see? That's where I usually sit, over there. Where I'm showing you. I'm trying to find it. I usually sit over here. The second chair. Hold on. That chair. And now I'm sitting on the step near the where you hang up your coats, coat rack. I so appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I just want to, I'm trying to explain, and it's almost like show and tell. I'm trying to show you and tell you at the same time how I started my business, so that you can start too. You start with what you have. All my pastor did, who is my mom, she said, Jan, make a lot of hats. And I was just being obedient to what she said. She said, make a lot of hats. I started at making a lot of hats. As soon as I got started at making a lot of hats, I just started getting all these ideas just from being obedient to what she said. So that's why I'm telling how I got started. I started asking Father, I want extra money. It's not like I don't want a raise at my job. That's not it. I work at the church. I get to live a life, or my life at my church. I get to bring a business within the church so that it can prosper. I'm just amazed. I mean, and everything is usually given to me. Like, I don't know when the last time I bought yarn to make a hat. I told y'all the story about, I had asked Father, can I go to the store and get some yarn? Because you don't want to spend, you want to be a good steward of your finances. And he didn't say anything. I mean, there was almost like I'm gonna show you kind of what it was like, but he didn't say anything. So I'm gonna show you what kind of was like. I said, Father, may I go and to like Fred Meyer's and get some yarn? And I said, well, it sure is going to be nice to see how you get me some yarn. And a little bit later, like I said yarn, I heard top, 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 coming down the steps. And my sister in the Lord said, Miss Janice, I have some extra yarn here, and I'm not going to use it. So would you like to have it? And after she left, I was like, when she was there, I was like, oh, thank you so much. This is so nice. Wow, you thought about me. Thank you for thinking about me. That. Because I was really happy. But when she left, I was like, now, I need to see if there's some blue in here. Because I had asked for blue because the lady at my church wanted a blue. That's how I got started with not buying yarn. And before that, I was on the road going to Best Buy. I was going down Burnside, going to Best Buy, and all of a sudden, this truck kept weaving in and out of the traffic. It was behind me. I mean, it was like, and I was like, oh, Father, I need to hurry him get out of his way because he's going to have an accident. That's how fast he was going. He was like way back there. And I'm trying to figure out now, like, why was I looking backwards driving? But anyway, I really know because on the back of his truck had God will provide. And ever since then, I've been getting yarn. So if I buy yarn, I might, oh, I have a little, no, it's in this. I have a little one. I'm buying this type. I have like 7 of these left. I used to make bracelets, and I used to call them cuffs. I still will make them, but I want to make hats out of these. So when I get rid, not rid in a negative sense, but when I don't have any more of this yarn, I'm going to get the smaller yarn because they take time. The hats themselves take time, but I want to get good at it with the big thread before I get good at it with this smaller thread. Look at this little needle. I have needles smaller than this too. This is hold on, a 3.25 millimeter needle. And I get to show you. This is what the knots look like in your hair when you use the J hook. And you start here, right? Where my hand is. And then you come down, and this is like the end of your hair. Let me try this. Okay, this is like the end of your hair. So when it's time to take the knots out, and you use well, before I just used my finger, but you use I use a tack to take mine out. I started at the bottom, and it just made it come out so easy. It just was amazing to me. So anyway, I got in all that, and I wanted to make sure that I showed you some of the products. Remember I said you want to wear your product, and I do. I love wearing my tubes. I really enjoy them. They're nice, smooth. They're like not hard on your hair. If it rubs, it's kind of good. If you want to mess with your hair, you still can. Because y'all seen me yesterday. Well, as you see me in videos, as I'm doing videos, I'm pulling on it. I'm always messing in my hair. And I just want to say thank you for finding me. I noticed that I had a visitor. It says one view, and I didn't get to view my videos yet. So anyway, I should put this as the trim. To hide the, no, I mean, wow. That would be amazing. I think I'll try it and then I'll come back and let y'all see how it looks. All right. This is mzjanis saying, see you later. Now I have to figure out again how to turn it off. I'm glad that I'm new at this because I get to say everything. Like, I can't find out where.